It's been over 100 days since I made the decision to quit drinking alcohol, and I was a little reluctant to do this video for a couple of reasons. First off, I'd already done a handful of videos on this. I did the confession video where I admitted to my drinking problem, and then I did 4 videos over the course of 4 weeks, which was my 30-day challenge, and then I did the 30-day update, letting you know how I felt, what I was going to do, and so on. Additionally, while 100 days seems like sort of a big number, at the very least, it's a tidy round number, I don't know that it's that big of a deal, especially after reading a number of comments from some of my viewers who have had a lot more of a struggle with alcohol and addiction and have been fighting that battle for a lot longer. But when I did that original video, I had mapped out 100 days. I had promised that I would make it at least 100 days and that I would loop back to you and let you know how it went. So this is me fulfilling that promise. Additionally, I had a lot of people tell me that they were really helped by those videos. So if you happen to stumble onto this video because maybe you've got some concerns about your drinking, hopefully you will find this helpful, just my experiences and my advice. I want to start by talking about how my life has changed. And I'm a data geek. I record everything in terms of biometric information, from what my Withings scale tells me in terms of weight and body fat and BMI and water weight and all of that. I've got a Withings sleep mat that tells me how I'm sleeping. I measure my blood pressure daily. I measure my ketones and blood glucose. That's my thing. So I've got some stuff where I've got sort of hard information on. The issue is there are some other things that, while they've improved, there may be certain what I'll call confounding variables, other things that I was doing that may have also added to the improvement. I'll start with my weight. Since January 1st, I am down 7 pounds. Now that's not a whole lot of weight over the course of 100 days, but I was not doing anything active to lose that weight. I did not change my diet. I did not change my workout routine. That's just 7 pounds that happened. My muscle mass over that period went from 66% to 70%, and my body fat went from 30% down to 26%. In terms of sleep, my sleep has been better, but I think I've got to credit a lot of that to the Perfect Keto Beauty Plus Sleep product that I've been taking. It's a collagen product, and I tested it by specifically choosing some nights, well, some were specifically chosen, some were accidentally, where I didn't take this product and I didn't sleep nearly as well. But sleep does, I don't know, maybe. The other thing that people have commented on, I don't know that I've necessarily noticed it, but I get a lot of comments in my videos about it that say that they think my skin looks better, that I'm glowing. And I don't know that I can attribute that to the Beauty Plus Sleep collagen, because I was already taking a collagen supplement before, and I look the way I look. Like I said, I don't know that I've noticed it, but I've had plenty of viewers comment on it. My blood pressure, both systolic and diastolic, are down 20 points. I am now routinely at 120/80 or lower. And I've been actually weaning myself off my last dose of blood pressure medication, so I've cut that in half. I'm down to just 10 milligrams of lisinopril per day. There's also a little bit of a confounding variable there, in that last month I was doing inspiratory muscular strength training as my 30-day challenge, and that supposedly will reduce your blood pressure by up to 10 points. But like I said, I've gone 20, so I gotta give the lack of alcohol some credit on this. The last thing that I'm able to measure with data is the financial impact. I'm saving a lot of money by not drinking. Now, my wife is still drinking. She's a wine drinker, as was I. I also drank hard liquor, but my wife, her tastes are a little bit lower shelf than mine. She's quite satisfied with a cheaper bottle of wine. I was a little more top shelf, both in terms of wine and liquor, and this can be measured by about a $300 difference per month just in spend on alcohol. So that has been quite nice. The final thing to me, and this is the most profound, is anecdotal, and that is my mood. I have really been a big admirer of my son Connor and just how chill he is. He just doesn't get bothered by things. I've probably only seen him angry twice in his life. Just nothing phases him. He's so patient, he's so calm, and like I said, he takes everything in stride. And I thought that this was abnormal back when I was drinking. I thought, how can a person just be so unfazed by anything that would just totally irk me off and like really perturb me or actually get me angry? And now I'm that. I am that same person. I am so calm. I am so relaxed. I am so anxiety free. I am so happy. I feel really, really good for the first time in as long as I can remember. There was one period, it was really from day 90 to about 92, right in that general vicinity for a couple of days, and this is when I gave up caffeine. Not one of the best decisions I've ever made, but I really, during those few days, the alcohol cravings came back, especially for hard liquor. And for the most part, I have had zero interest in hard liquor. Like right now, just thinking about having some bourbon, it almost makes me a little bit queasy. Yet for that couple of days, there was nothing I wanted more. I wanted a nice, stiff drink. So I don't know if that's correlated to the giving up of caffeine, but aside from that, it's been not nearly as difficult as I thought. And I think a big reason for that is how good I feel. I feel so good physically and emotionally that I can't imagine wanting to go back to what I used to be. Now, when I did that 30-day video, I answered the question, will I drink again? I didn't want to be wishy-washy. I mean, I felt like saying, I don't know what the future holds. But because I didn't want to be wishy-washy, I said, yes, I will drink again. I don't know when. For a long time, I thought it would be day 101. But I'm not feeling it. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll have a drink. Probably not. But I know that I won't have a drink today. Maybe I'll have a drink in 5 years. I don't know. Maybe at a wedding. I don't know. Maybe I'll never have a drink. But I probably will. The thing is, I just don't have a desire to drink. I recognize that when I'm drinking, I'm not the best version of me. I want to be the best husband, father, grandfather, and role model that I can be. And when I'm drinking, I'm not that person. And that, to me, has been what's made this not so challenging. I've just recognized that I am a better person when I'm not drinking. This has also been a really reflective period for me as well. I've thought a lot about my past and how many stupid decisions and actions and things I've said have been a result of alcohol. And I think probably the vast majority of them have been. The decision to give up caffeine, that was not while under the influence, and that was a bad decision. But pretty much every other bad decision that I've made has been a result of alcohol. So it's been a great 100 days just being sort of a smarter person in terms of the decisions I make, the actions I take, the words that I speak. And this in a way sort of brings things back to the start of the video where I talked about the reason I decided eventually to do this video was in the hopes that it might help some of you who, like I said, maybe are concerned about your drinking. My advice, and this is free advice, so you get what you pay for. First, I would recommend taking a few online tests about alcoholism. I did this myself, and none of them said I was an alcoholic. All of them said I had one degree or another of alcohol use disorder. But it's good to know sort of what your starting point is, and it'll force you to be honest with yourself. It will also give you an idea of what sort of support mechanisms you need and to what degree you need support. Do you need to go to daily meetings? Do you need therapy? Do you need rehab, etc.? Or can you get by just by watching a few YouTube videos and reading a book? In fact, while I have not read either of the books on giving up alcohol by Alan Carr, I have heard nothing but great stuff about them, and I will link to them down in the description in case you're interested. I would say another thing that might be worthwhile is reading up or watching a video on the Sinclair method. So this is a method where you take a drug called naltrexone. It's an opioid blocker, and what it does, as I understand it, is it kind of takes away that desire you have after the first drink to have a second drink. You may still get a buzz, but you don't have that drink and say, I need more. I have not tried it, so I don't know, but it's interesting, and you may want to read up on that. You know what? I will include a link to that as well. There's a video, a TED Talk. I'll put it down in the description. Another thing I would encourage you to do, and this is going to be a little bit uncomfortable, is create a list of like your top 10 worst decisions, things you've said, things you've done, people you've hurt, and assess how many of those were driven by alcohol. This could be a pretty eye-opening experience for you. It was for me, and it can be a motivator for you if your desire is to limit or stop your drinking. And finally, I would say, put the challenge out there for yourself. Not for the rest of your life, not for a year, not even for 100 days, but commit to not drink for a week or 2 weeks or maybe a month. Whatever you feel you can do. And I believe any of those are doable. Once you set it in your mind that you're going to do it, and if you tell yourself, hey, on day 31, I give myself permission to have a drink, but for the next 30 days, I'm not going to drink, I'm pretty sure you can do it. Give it a try. See how you feel. See how you feel physically. See how you feel emotionally. See how it changes your life. And then make the decision. Is this something that you want to sustain? So just to wrap this up, I can't overstate what an amazing 100 days this has been. I think the phrase life-changing gets thrown around a little too easily. In this case, it has absolutely been life-changing. Since age 18, so from age 18 to almost age 54, I don't know that I would say that my life revolved around alcohol. Maybe at points it did, but certainly alcohol was a major component in practically every day of my life. So to be free of that and to be in control of myself and to be making decisions and taking actions and choosing my words with clear eyes and a clear mind and an unburdened heart really feels good. So this, I think, is probably going to be the last video where I talk about this. It's just, to me, now it's become my thing. Not drinking has become my new habit. And there's really not a whole lot more to say other than if you are also going to take this journey, I wish you the best of luck. Thanks for watching.